right, welcome to week 4. Today we're going to go over strengthening the foot. We've done some things that have strengthened the foot so far, but this is going to get a lot deeper and a lot heavier. And kind of this is going to culminate everything we've done and put it together in one big thing. So you're going to get the foundation stuff we did, kind of integrative stuff we did last week, and today we're going to add some more strength. And the reason we're doing this way is because you want to get things kind of balanced out and working better before you add any strength on them. So if you look at the handout you have there, you're going to have a bunch of things. We're not going to review necessarily the stuff today, like standing in alignment, but I want you to do that, all that stuff, before we get into this. So you can pause right here and get into that stuff and then restart the recording. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get into some more loading positions of the foot. And we're actually going to use different surfaces. Now your foot might not be ready for this at this point, but if it is, you can start playing with this. I have today this tennis ball and the golf ball here. You can use something like a marble, kind of lacrosse ball, different things with different hardness or softness and size and shape. It's all going to change how it loads your foot, and it's all going to be beneficial. So what we've been doing with the tennis ball is going kind of through the center and going through the 3 different sections. Today what we're going to do is we're going to add in some more variety. So we can kind of go to the side here more. Kind of get on that arch and go through that. And again, you can hold it as long as you want in each of these positions. I'm just going to briefly go through these. Now keys are, you're always going to be trying to stay tall and in alignment with all these exercises. So we'll also go on the outside here. And you're going to get different feelings to the ankle and everything going on here, and it's going to stimulate it in different ways. Like for me, I have a little bit of an ankle issue on this side. This actually gets more into that ankle issue when I'm on this outside of the foot. Okay? Now, you're using the tennis ball, and it's your first time, you're going to want to be gentle. This might feel horrible. But same kind of thing. You're going to let your foot go on there. You want your foot to be able to adapt to this pressure. You want the tissue to be able to adapt. That's the whole point of what we're doing here. And this is going to help the tissue adapt in different ways. It's going to help the joints move in different ways. And our whole goal is to get all those 33 joints and muscles working together. So we're just working with that, and what we're going to do now is we're going to go into calf raises. So you can do calf raises on the edge or something. You can also do it in place, like this. Now the key with this is you want to keep your feet, and you can see it's a little hard, is you want to keep them as neutral as possible. Make sure they're not doing anything and going out like to the edges. You want to get full activation through the feet. Okay? And you can hang out there for a little bit, but you want to kind of go up and down. And this is going to work on kind of the toe flexors and all that stuff right there. Next thing we're going to do real quick is we're actually going to teach you guys how to walk on like different surfaces. So this is what we're doing right here. And I have all this set up. You can set up whatever you want. And what you're doing is you're going to get your leg on different surfaces to stimulate your muscles in different ways. You can use blankets, pillows. You can go outside and go on uneven surfaces. This is just one way to do it. And you would definitely want to go on both sides. You could add a level to this and start getting and balancing, trying to balance like this. And going through there and all that. That's the next level kind of stuff right there. So the other thing we're going to do is we're going to strengthen kind of the hip abductors, which bring everything out. So these muscles right here. So I like doing it kind of in this quadruped position. It lets you really focus on them. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring the hip out kind of like you're peeing on a fire hydrant, like you're a dog. And what's that? A male dog, let's be specific. And what you want to feel is you want to feel it right in here, those muscles being activated. Those are the muscles you're looking to work with. And you can do that on both sides. If you want, you can do a little fun one here where you go out, back, and in. So you get your glute on all levels, hip extension, and abduction. All right. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to get some rotation into the body, strengthen our rotation. So we'll do something called the Pallof press, which I'll include in a separate video. And then we're gonna do some what's called segmental rolling. So the segmental rolling is you're gonna start on your back, arms up like this. For the first one, we're gonna do an upper body roll. You can pretend everything below the waist is paralyzed. You're gonna look up where you wanna go. Reach. I know you'll like this one, Betsy. Come over like that. And here. And you'll do that on both sides. Now, lower body roll, everything above the waist is now paralyzed. Gonna roll like that. And like that. All right, so you're gonna shoot for about 5 to 10 of those on each side. Really, you can do as many as you like, but that's a general recommendation you're gonna use. And that's gonna help you get connected more in walking and your gait cycle and your feet. All right, you're gonna love this one, Betsy. This is gonna be the best one. So this one is called a kettlebell transfer while standing. So this one, we're gonna balance on one foot. And what you ideally do before you get to this one, if you're not feeling too stable with that, is just try to balance on one foot like this. All right, that's the first step. Once you feel confident with that, you're gonna come here and you're going to transfer the weight. And you'll see my foot working hard to balance everything as I transfer the weight. Now you can play with going slow, and then you can work on going more fast. But the faster you go, it's gonna make it a little different, maybe a little bit harder. It could be easier for you, actually. And this is gonna work on that foot stability. This one, you can spend a good 8 to 10 reps on each side. You're gonna notice lots of stuff working in there. The last one we're gonna do is the foot clock. So we're literally gonna go around the clock. So like if you had 12 o'clock here, about 10 o'clock there, 9 o'clock. And you can make this as broad, or you can get really into the detail of everything, and you can come back like that. And this one, you're gonna feel your calf working, you're gonna feel your hips working, you're gonna feel your foot working like crazy. You're trying not to put this weight of this foot down at all. Okay? And so that's basically everything. This week's gonna really reinforce all the things you've done over the past 4 weeks and really get everything feeling even more fantastic in the foot.